Hey everybody, it's Dave Juno. Welcome to the Meniere Experience. It's where I discuss things about Meniere's and I kind of talk about my experiences. So I had a wonderful comment on a YouTube page, not in a group. A wonderful comment because I guess the guys, and it was on one of the videos I made, like the gentamicin video and the steroid video I made yesterday, telling me that I should have waited for a cochlear implant because in Japan right now they're growing hair cells in the inner ear in rats. Okay, first off, I don't believe it because I'll tell you why. I've seen an AI post about this 100 times. If they are, God bless them, but I don't believe it. And before anything of that comes over here, it's going to be about 10 years, 15 years. And I could be dead by then. I'm going to be 75. I may not look it, but I'm going to be 60 in 2 months. Okay? So I may not look it. A lot of people are shocked when I say I'm 60. So I'm like, okay. And then I said to myself, I did respond. And I responded nicely. I wasn't a jerk. But so talk about where somebody doesn't know your situation, but they're going to tell you what you should do, right? They don't know my situation. They don't know my body. They don't know me at all from a hole in the wall, but they're going to tell me what I should do. I had a labyrinthectomy in 2019. I was deaf in that ear before that. But the vertigo was so bad, I had to retire. Medically retire at 51. And it was still going on after I had to stop working. It was awful. Just like everybody says, it was awful. I did go through, I started vertigo problems in 2014. I went through 2016 and half of 2017 without anything. No vertigo. And then July of 2017, it was like on like a banshee. It was awful. So in 2019, I had a labyrinthectomy. Well, guess what? When they do that labyrinthectomy, okay, yeah, it stops the vertigo. It can stop the vertigo, which it did for me on this side. But it took any hope of me having any hearing back in that ear away. Because all those things you described about the hair cells and all that stuff, they're gone. That whole thing is gone. It's dead. I have no balance on that side. I do because I went through vestibular therapy a few times. But I never will get that hearing back, no matter what. I won't get it back with epsilon that's supposed to come out. I won't get it back with, regrowing hair cells in rats, whatever they're doing. I will never, ever get that natural hearing back in my left ear. That's why I have a cochlear implant. So the person who saw that decided to tell me I should have waited. You don't know my situation. You don't know me. I had like 5% hearing in that ear when they did the labyrinthectomy. So I was basically deaf. For 10 years. Almost 10 years until I got this cochlear implant put in last summer. I was deaf on that side. Yeah, I got crossover hearing aids in 2021. 2021. No, 2022. Because my hearing started going in the right. And I got crossovers, and that helped, but I still couldn't tell where sound was coming from on this side. Now I can. And one of the reasons why I did it, to get that hearing back, is because I've got a 6-year-old grandson who has autism and likes to run out in the middle of the night. And I could never hear him. Basically, I sleep on the recliner because of this. So I could never hear him. So for the people out there, and I want everybody to get a lesson of this, because see, you're not the only one who gets unsolicited advice. Okay? I get it too. And the thing is, I'm not mad at this guy. I mean, he's trying to do good. But the problem is that you don't know my situation. And the same thing with other people who have Meniere's disease or vestibular migraine. And you got people telling you that don't know anything about any of it, what to do, how to get rid of it. And they have no idea. But yet they're telling you when you know more about it than they do. Do you see what I'm saying? So my thing is, especially for people who are experienced with this, with Meniere's disease, don't be telling people what to do. You can make suggestions, like saying, oh, did you try this, or did you try that? Or talk to your doctor about this, talk to your doctor about that. Or you could say, this helps me, this works for me. But don't say, take this, you'll feel better, and blah, 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 because you don't know the situation. Do you know how many times I've had people, even now, will tell me, because I had the sac decompression surgery, will tell me, why didn't you just take beta histine? Well, because I can't. I still get that to this day. I'll get people who message me asking me, well, why did you just take beta histine? It works for everybody. No, it doesn't. One, it doesn't work for everybody. Two, my body produces an abundance of histamine. I can't take it. I'll be taking that and then taking a Benadryl at the same time. What is that going to do? It's going to cancel each other out. I can't take it. So you don't know my situation, but yet you're telling me to take something. So, I'm very happy with the way I am today. I can hear, and it's kind of funny. Like lyrics from music in the progressive rock in the 70s and early 80s. How wrong I was about some of those lyrics now, because when I listen to it, I can hear the words. I'm like, wow, I thought that was something else. I've been singing that wrong for years, But I'm happy, okay? I'm happy, even though today was a kind of a rough day for me, because I had to record a funeral. I live stream a funeral, but I had to be up in that choir loft, which is normally where I film from, anyways. But it was super, super, super hot up there. And it just wrecked me for the day. I'm going to be bringing a fan to Sunday when I go to record Mass and leave it there. So it wrecked me for the day. But even still, I'm happy. I'm happy. There are people out there that say, this ruined my life, and blah, 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 blah. I said, well, yeah. And I'm saying to myself, yeah. Yeah. Because you let it. You want somebody to give you a magic pill. You don't want to work. You don't want to put the work in. You don't want to do vestibular therapy. You don't want to try beta histine. You don't want to do this. You don't want to do that. And you just want a doctor to come in and cure you. It doesn't work that way. So, before you start telling people what to do, get to know this story. Because once you know this story, might not be putting your foot in your mouth. And on that note, have a great day.